Sir, outside. Outside.
I am following all the rules. I'm not breaking any law. Deputy, am I being detained?
Sir, I've asked you to step outside.
You're being a
I've asked
little...
you to step outside.
I think you can be a little
Sir,
nicer.
I've asked you to step outside nicely. You're being detained.
I'm being
Step
detained.
outside.
In this video, Richland County Sheriff's deputies, Elders, and Hardy are so ignorant that the captain has to arrive on the scene with another officer, and they got to pull Hardy away because he can't stop spewing his nonsense.
Do you have your ID on you?
For what?
Do you have your ID on you? Back up. Back up.
You go run code
Sir,
3
I'm sorry
on
that you
committing
feel that way.
not a crime.
Do you have any idea on you, sir? They do
No,
want you on
sir.
trespass for
Okay.
location.
Well, that's unlawful.
Are you able to give me your ID so I can do what I have to do?
Is this a stop and ID state?
Huh? This is stop an ID state. I had a right to ask for your ID, and I'm asking for your ID for a breach of peace, sir. So I need
Okay.
your ID.
I did not commit a crime.
I'm telling you, you did. So basically,
How do you know? You weren't even here.
disturbing peace. We have
You weren't
multiple
even
witnesses,
here.
sir. So basically, the background, you
Where's
say you're
the
saying.
witnesses?
I asked you multiple times. You go, why are you carrying back? I asked you multiple times.
Okay,
You're
being-
refusing to identify yourself.
Being detained
You
does
refu-
not require
yes,
me
yes,
to
sir,
show
yes,
an
sir,
ID.
it does. Yes, sir. You're investigating of a crime. Yes, sir. It does apply. You don't know your law, sir. You need to review your law. Yes, it does. Multiple times, sir. This is not the first time you've done this. Honestly, this is not the first time you've done this, sir.
No, it's
you,
not.
You're wasting taking away from resources by what you're doing.
How we doing today?
Good, how are you? What can I do for you?
Well, I think they called 911 on me.
Okay, well, who are you? Why don't you tell me that?
Who am I? I'm a good citizen.
Okay.
I don't want to impede
Well, who
them.
are you? That's
What do you
what
mean,
I'm
who am I?
asking. Who are you? Who do you work for? What are you doing up here recording?
Well, it's my right as an American, as a free American. Am
Sir?
I breaking the law?
Sir, I'm asking you, have they asked you to leave from inside?
No, they haven't.
Okay.
They don't have any reason to ask me to leave.
Okay. Well, they can. They don't have
You
to have
think
a
so?
reason. They don't have to have a reason.
You think so?
Sir,
This is
give me a space.
this is federal property.
Give me a space.
Sure, yeah, 6 feet.
Yeah.
The rules
no,
are right
I
there.
I want 18.
You want 18? All right, I'll give you 18.
Sir, outside. Outside.
I am following all the rules. I'm not breaking any law. Deputy, am I being detained?
Sir, I've asked you to step outside.
You're being a
I've asked you
little...
to step outside.
I think you can be a little
Sir,
nicer.
I've asked you to step outside nicely. You're being detained.
I'm being
Step
detained.
outside.
Very good. So I'm being detained. All right, she's calling for backup. I am being detained by this fine deputy.
Sir, do you have your ID on you?
For what?
Do you have your ID on you?
For what?
Okay. All right.
Am I committing a crime?
No, sir, but you are being placed on trespass. So
Oh,
you need to
really?
get off of their property.
They haven't told me to leave.
Sir, they don't have to have a reason. It is their right. You're in my car, you're in my personal space. When I walk up and make contact with you, I'm asking you to back up. Back up.
This is United States postal property, federal property.
Yes,
Public
sir, but
property.
anybody can ask you to leave the premises. They
That-
don't want you here. You're not.
You think so? You obviously don't know the law. I think you better call your supervisor. Can we get your supervisor out here? I'm asking for your supervisor. I'm asking for your
I'm
supervisor.
asking you to get over there on the sidewalk.
I'm asking you for your
I'm
supervisor.
asking for you to get over there on the sidewalk. Thank you.
Is your supervisor available?
Do I have a supervisor that's available that can head to 8505 to not turn, please?
What crime do you suspect me of committing?
Sir, you don't have to commit a crime to be placed on no trespass. Just by you in here reporting people, they don't have to have a reason not to want you on property. That's just like if you were to call us to your property and you had someone that was
That's
on
private
your
property.
bothering you.
That's different.
And no, sir, it is no different.
This is not
Sir.
private property.
Sir,
This is not private
sir,
property.
It doesn't matter. If
It
they
does
ask-
matter. South
I'm
Carolina
not gonna
Supreme
argue with
Court
you. You're being
says it
placed
matters.
on trespass notice, okay?
We'll see when your
Trespass
supervisor
notice,
gets
we
here.
will. We will.
We'll see about that when your
will.
supervisor gets here. I expected better out of Richland County deputies. There's probably a reason why you don't have any stripes on your arms.
You have your first and last name?
No, I don't.
Okay. All right, cool.
I'm not committing a
You're
crime.
being placed on no trespass notice, sir. You don't have to commit a crime to be placed on no trespass.
Am I free to go?
No, you're not.
Then that's not how trespass
You're not.
works. That's not how
You're
trespass works.
You're detained. You're placed on no trespass notice.
How can I be on trespass if you're not giving me an opportunity to leave?
Sir, they've asked for you to be placed on it, and I'm placing you.
You go run code
Sir,
3
I'm sorry
on
that you
committing
feel that way.
not a crime.
I'm sorry that you feel that way.
Here they come, rolling in hot. Because the elders don't know the law here. How you doing, sir? Are you our supervisor?
I am a supervisor.
All right, how you doing?
All right, yourself.
Oh, you got a stripe? How you doing, Hardy?
Yes, sir. I'm Corporal Hardy. How can I help
Corporal
you?
Hardy, nice to see you. I came in here to take some photographs for news purposes,
Yes, sir.
and nobody asked me to leave.
Okay.
This deputy doesn't know the law, and I'm
Okay.
hoping you do. This is owned by the federal government. This is federal property, United States Post Office. This is a public area. Inside is a public lobby. Okay, so the branch manager stepped out, and she thought there was a sign on the door that said no photographing.
Okay.
And I stepped out and looked at all the signs. There are no signs saying no photographing. There is a poster 7 in here that gives the rules and regulations about photography and the conduct on postal property. I'll be glad to show it to you.
Okay.
And it allows me to do what I'm doing. Not only that, DHS memo came out that says photographs on all federal property, inside and outside in publicly accessible areas, is lawful activity.
Yes, sir.
I'll leave the link to the DHS memo entitled Operational Readiness Order in the description. But in part, it says this Operational Readiness Order, which by the way was released in 2018, reiterates the 2010 guidance, provides clarification on the public's right to photograph publicly accessible federal facility buildings, entrances, lobbies, foyers, corridors, and auditoriums, and directs FPS law enforcement personnel and PSOs to maintain security without adversely impacting the public's rights relating to photography and videotaping.
And not to mention the First Amendment
Okay.
to the Constitution. And I'm here exercising my right to the First Amendment. And branch manager doesn't know her own rules and regulations, and she doesn't know the law.
Okay. So did they actually leave, sir?
No, they didn't.
They never actually leave.
No, and
So
they
if
don't
I
have-
that deputy in there right now. They want you to leave. Are you gonna leave, sir?
Okay, well, let me follow up.
No, you got. Are you were done or you weren't done?
No, I wasn't. done. Okay. They have no reason to ask me to leave because I'm not breaking any of their rules or regulations.
Okay, but you have the right to refuse your service, sir. So basically, well, I'm
That's
asking
fine.
before we go in there. If they go in there and ask them, they want you to leave. Will you be able to leave?
do.
If they,
Okay.
1 minute. If they say that she go in there and say they verify they want you to leave at this point, will you leave location? sir?
Absolutely. If you tell me to leave, I will leave because I respect you. I
Also
respect the
want you
deputy.
to trespass. They don't want you back here.
Okay.
I've already went inside and made contact.
But
with
just
them.
double
I will
check.
do it again.
Double check. Do you have any idea, sir? They do want
No,
you on
sir.
trespass for
Okay.
location.
Well, that's unlawful.
No, so basically what you did, so basically they want you to leave. I'm gonna go verify.
Okay.
They want you to leave, and you're
But-
going
but-
back and forth, and that caused disturbance. So that's breach of peace, sir.
No,
That's
sir.
against the law.
I'll cause no.
Well,
I got
basically,
it.
that's what
I've got it recorded
Okay,
right
that's
here.
what I'm going to verify. But if
Well,
that's
see-
the case, you did basically stir the peace. That's breach of peace. That is a crime, sir.
Okay.
And I do need your ID for it.
Okay, now I understand that what they're telling you,
Yes, sir.
and I did not create any disturbance.
Are you able to wind them back so I can see?
Oh yeah, I've got
I'll
you're on
take a
live
look.
right here. I got a body cam here.
I'll take a look,
and
sir.
I'm
You say you
recording
caused disturbance. I'll take a
here.
look.
Well, I don't have to prove anything because I'm
Well,
not.
basically, I have your word is word, and basically they're saying you're
Okay.
causing disturbance, and it's, I'm assuming it's multiple in there because you said the branch matter came out, so it's multiple witnesses in there
She's-
saying you were causing disturbance. So I said that's consistent with
Her-
breach of peace, sir, and I'm asking for your ID because that is a crime in South Carolina.
Okay, but I did not commit a crime.
I'm telling you did. I'm telling you, you
Okay.
started the peace,
All
sir.
right.
You started a day or operation of business.
No,
that is a crime in
there-
South Carolina. That's called breach of peace. I
Well,
need your ID.
lying to 911 is also against the
Yes,
law.
yes, it is, sir. But I had to verify that from you. You saying you have video, so I'm asking to verify your part. You saying that they're lying about what they call disturbance. So are you able to give me your ID so I can do what I have to do?
Is this a stop and ID state?
Huh? This is stop an ID state. Sir, I'm saying you're basically committing a crime, or breach of peace,
No, I'm
third
not.
peace. I'm telling you, that's where they're saying you're disturbing the
Well,
peace,
they
sir.
can say whatever they want, but
Okay,
I'm not committing a crime.
I'm investigating that. I'm detaining you for basically investigating that. So basically, I had a right to ask for your ID, and I'm asking for your ID for a breach of peace, sir. So I need your ID.
Okay, well, I did not commit a crime.
I'm telling you, you did. So basically,
How do you know? You weren't even here.
Disturbing peace. We have
You weren't
multiple
even
witnesses,
here.
sir. So basically, the background, you say
Where's
you're
the
saying.
witnesses?
That is right there, sir. They're verifying with that. You are disturbing peace,
She
sir.
doesn't know her rules and regulations, and I'll be glad to show you that.
I'm telling you, sir. I need your ID.
Okay, I did not commit a breach of peace.
Well, okay, sir. Well, that's you. We argue that in court if it goes that far. But at this point, I'm saying inform you, basically informed you are, hey, you are committing a crime for a breach of peace. You are disturbing the peace from what we got the call about, sir. We received the call now. We received the call for it. So you are disturbing the peace, sir. So basically, I'm asking your ID for violating that law.
Well,
so I need your ID.
Under threat of arrest, I will, but I'm not committing a crime.
Well, I explained my part too, sir. I explained why I'm asking your ID. I explained what crime I'm committing. You believe you broke. It was breach of peace. I need your ID.
I did not commit a crime.
Well, like I said, I explained what the crime is, sir, that I'm expecting you are doing. I said it's breach of peace. I need your ID.
I don't have my ID on me.
Do you have your name? What's your name, sir?
Am I being threatened with arrest?
You're being detained, sir, for basically investigating a crime.
I told you that.
Yeah,
So basically, I need your name. So what's your name?
Being in detention in South Carolina does not require an ID.
Yes, sir. I'm committed to suspecting you of a crime. Yes, it does, sir. I have the right to identify who you are. Yes,
So
you
you
are.
think this is a stop and ID state?
Sir, you about so.
Do you
Are you refusing to identify who you are? Are you refusing to identify who you are,
No,
sir?
I'm not.
Okay,
I don't have
so
anything to hide.
I
I'm
need
not
your
a
name,
criminal.
sir. You're not
I'm not a criminal. I don't break
If
the
you're
law.
not refusing, sir, I need your ID.
Can we get your supervisor out here?
No. Can
we get a sergeant, please?
No, you're gonna deal with me.
6 feet, sir.
Sir.
6 feet.
Now
6 feet.
Now 6 feet, sir.
She
We were
won't
standing
take
to this the whole time we were talking.
All right.
Now 6 feet, sir.
Yeah, you don't mind.
What's your name, sir? What's your last name? Last name, sir?
Is this a stop and ID state?
Sir, are you refusing to identify who you are?
This is not a stop and ID. This is not.
Identify who you are, sir?
Under threat of arrest, I will.
I'm saying, what's your last name, sir?
Are you going to arrest me if I don't show ID?
Sir, you're like I told you, you're breaching peace right now, sir. You're disturbing the peace. You receive a call about you. We got a complaint from the man inside. You are disturbing the peace. You're starting to
not
really
disturbing the
Yes,
peace.
sir, you are.
I am not.
So if you don't refuse to identify who you are, yes, I think you probably will go to jail. I will give you for breach of peace, sir. So what's you gonna do? What's your
If you're threatening to take me to jail, I'll give you my name.
What's your ID, sir? What's your name?
Are you?
How did you get here, sir? How did you get here? Did you drive here?
Is that important?
Yeah, it is very important. Did you drive here, sir? Did you not?
I don't want to
here?
answer that question, but I will ID to you.
Yeah, you're being, sir, you're doing a whole lot of stuff for no reason at all. You denied the thing you did drive here, and basically, in South Carolina, you need ID to operate a vehicle in South Carolina.
Am I operating a vehicle?
Sir, that's why you didn't want to ask questions, because you drove here.
Sir, I need a sergeant.
You drove here.
I need a sergeant here. I'm asking for your supervisor.
Sir,
can I get a sergeant here?
That's still not gonna stop. Are you refusing to give who you are, sir?
I'm not refusing anything.
Yes,
all
you are, sir.
want...
I asked you multiple times. You can rewind your camera back. I asked you multiple times.
Okay,
you're refusing to identify yourself.
Being detained does not require me to show an ID.
Yes, sir, it does. Yes, sir. You're investigating a crime. Yes, sir, it does require. You don't know your law, sir. You need to review your law. Yes, it does.
Can you state that statute?
Sir, no, you can go state statute, so you can look it up.
I looked it up.
It's no ignorance in law. So if you don't know, sir, you can go look it up. That's
Trespass does not apply to public property in South Carolina.
Sir, so they can refuse service. So basically,
they can refuse service.
Okay, so
and I'll take it up with their higher
Okay, so officer, I'm asking, you want your trespass? They can put your trespass. This also is a business. They can refuse. They can put your trespass.
This is not a business. This is government.
So, sir, it's not business operation. Do you not transaction money? Is it not considered still business, sir?
They're owned by the federal government. They're not Walmart.
Okay,
so this is not private property.
They still refuse service. They still place people on trespass.
This is not private property. I'm gonna get out of the sun here. Okay.
No, I need your ID, sir.
Is this a sergeant?
No, this is my captain.
Oh, hey. How you doing, Captain?
Hello.
Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you again. How you been?
Pretty good.
Shake your hand.
Yeah.
How are you?
Captain, I just want to say that you're one of the best captains I've ran into.
That's okay. That's okay. Appreciate it.
So what's going on?
Okay.
So basically, they want more trespassing. I told him basically got called. Told him he's 30 people. I'm asking for his identification. I told him he's undetained. He refused to identify who he is to get his identification, so they can pay for trespass.
Captain, I'm not breaking any law. I came in here. I didn't disturb anybody. I came in here and I was recording the greeting cards, and I wasn't even aiming it at the employees or the customers at that time. And the branch manager came out and said, wanted to know who I was. She wouldn't identify herself. She wanted to know who I was with. I said, I'm with myself. And she she thought that the rules were on her door that said no photography, and I went and I looked and I said, man, there's no rules. There's a poster 7 in here that allows photographs for news purposes in entrances, lobbies, foyers, and corridors, and that's where I've been. I haven't been in any restricted areas. I am completely following the law, and I'm following post office rules and regulations. But as we all know, the post office, they don't know their rules like they should know. So I'm here to kind of educate them that what I'm doing is lawful. I'm not creating any disturbance. Holding a camera does not create a disturbance. I understand you got called here.
So that's not creating disturbance, sir?
He rolled up code 3 because elders. Captain, am I being detained, Captain?
No. I just want to talk.
Elders has got me detained.
You are detained.
I told you inform you.
Right now, you and I are talking.
Okay.
Good. All right. So, all right. How much longer do you plan on?
Well, they're closing up at 5 o'clock, you know. And I really expected, I went downtown to the post office, walked all through there, 3 cameras rolling, nobody said a word. I didn't create any disturbance. The postal inspector was there.
Yeah.
He saw what I was.
Did you talk to the postman?
Not that day, but I had previous phone conversations with him, and he kind of told me what's allowed and what they don't like.
Right.
They don't like being filmed over the counter lines.
Yeah.
And I tried to tell him that you can't trespass your eyes, what you can see from public places. But I'm not here to get anybody's information. I'm not here to create a disturbance. I'm here to make sure these employees know their rules and the Richland County deputies know the law. And these two don't know the law. They think this is a stop and ID state. Elders thinks you can trespass people from public property, and the trespassing statute that has been affirmed by the South Carolina Supreme Court says the trespassing statute is only for private property. This is not their living room. They don't own this building.
I understand. I know where you're coming from. I understand that part.
So they're trying to issue me a trespass. He's trying to arrest me for disorderly conduct. Breach of peace. And I'm not breaching any peace. I didn't even have a conversation with any customers. So there's no customer in here.
You haven't intercepted the flow of business.
Not at all. Not at all. In fact, they're not even that busy. They never asked me to leave either.
Okay.
They always started that when the elders walked in there.
It's closed, so they're asking you to leave the premises now that it's closed.
I'll accept that. But if you're going to try to issue me a trespass, that's going to be a violation of my civil rights.
If you have a good lawyer, sir, you can sue, sir. If that's the violation of your right, you can sue, sir.
Is that what you want me to do?
Come here. All right. So this is what we're going to do.
Okay. I just want to film in public.
I get your point. And I'll take care of this issue. I understand. I know your points of law, and I get it. I understand. So now the place is over, it's closed, and this is a public domain. You could be in the parking lot.
I would have left if she hadn't detained me. Because
she's not detaining you.
Okay.
Or at least not anymore. We'll discuss these points of law a little bit closer.
Yeah. It says the word till I go to the post office, where it is allowed. The Department of Homeland Security has put out a memo. It's allowed in public exterior and interior of publicly accessible areas. And the post office has a poster 7, which I tried to show Hardy. He didn't want to look at it, but it says new photographs for news purposes is allowed in entrances, lobbies, foyers, and corridors. I mean, they don't know it. They think there's a sign on the door saying no photographs. So they need to be educated. And that's why I'm here.
Can we all get together and talk and we all sit down and knock it out?
I think they've already done that.
Instead of making a show out of it?
They've already done that. That 2018 DHS memo that came out because of a court case. And the Department of Homeland Security, he's nodding his head like he knows what I'm talking about.
So are you going to visit every post office?
I am. I'm going to go to every sheriff's office, and I'm going to tell you, I'm going to give you a compliment. But I tell you, I go to Richland County, there's not a sign on the door. I walk in, the people behind the glass, they're friendly, they help, they answer questions, they're knowledgeable. So kudos to Richland County. But I did not expect this. I really did not. I expected them to know the law a little better.
Sir, regardless, sir, this is I understand what you're doing, sir.
Yes, sir.
But this is a very busy area, sir. A deputy had to come out here and I understand you're trying to do this for you, right?
Well, she shouldn't have called back.
I'll let you speak, sir. Let me listen.
Okay, go ahead.
I understand that, sir. But it's a very busy area, sir. We deal with shooting.
I understand that.
this guy seen somebody was dealing with a gun, and deputy had to stop what they're doing to come deal with you with this, sir.
Well, let's take that up with the manager and
you've done this multiple times, sir. This is not the first time you've done this. Obviously, it's not the first time you've done this, sir.
No, it's not.
You're wasting takeaway from resources by what you're doing.
I'm not.
He's correct.
I'm not going to be committing
correct.
any
You
crime.
take
I
away
promise you,
resources,
Captain. I'm not committing any crime,
I know.
and I'm not going to do.
He is making a good point, though.
Yeah, I mean,
If we could do this in a lot better way, so
Yeah.
you're talking about 1, 2, 3, 4 deputies. that
well, the
could be actually-
manager didn't need to call 911. Elders didn't need to call for Code 3 backup, and I did ask for when I started talking to I forgot his name. I asked for a sergeant. I said, "Can we please get a sergeant?" And then you rolled up. I said, "The captain's here." I'm like, "Perfect."
I get you. I understand. I know you. I know the points of where you can be and all that kind of stuff. And I'm with you. Well, can we have a meeting with the postmaster general and talk to and meet with the guy at the top? Or
I
the
think
woman
all
at the
that's
top?
been done, but you know, when things filter down to the regular employees, you know, they take one thing and then they go a step further. You know, they say, well, you obviously can't go in here and film a movie or a commercial or anything like that. You have to have permission. So they think that applies to all, and it doesn't.
Well, it doesn't apply to the parking lot. So the
Well, it
parking
doesn't
lot-
apply to the publicly accessible areas.
Correct. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Well, our public accessible areas. I understand that. Okay. So we're done here.
Yeah, I'm sorry to bring
Business
y'all
is
all
over
out
here.
there, but maybe they'll understand, and maybe could somebody go in there and talk to them, let them know that I'm not breaking any law. I'm within their rules and regulations.
I understand. You're right.
So when I come back out here again, they're not going to freak out and call 911.
Just don't come back out here again.
Am I being trespassed?
No,
I promise you're not going to call 911 again.
Well,
We're
yeah.
just asking you not to waste our resources.
Well, you know, and I tried to talk to the manager, but she disappeared in the back. And
And the issue is she might not be the one here next time either, so somebody else might be here that'll call 911. So that's the only thing
I asked for the postmaster, and they said that the
sir.
postmaster is the manager. Well, most post offices have a separate position. But you would think the postmaster would know their own rules and regulations. I mean, what's over the postmaster?
Well, you know, I mean, employees change
Right.
often,
And they need to be trained.
When you change employees frequently, sometimes things can become amiss. But we don't even take advantage of that.
Right.
Just train and
And I'm
teach,
not here
right?
to, I'm
Train
just
and
here
teach.
to exercise my First Amendment right
And you're
and to
allowed
make sure they know their own rules and regulations. And to
Okay.
check up on y'all too, to make sure y'all know the law. Y'all shouldn't even respond to, oh, a guy's recording in public. Okay, what did he do? Did he hit you over the head with the camera?
I understand.
I mean,
Okay. Well, we're all done.
okay.
Now, while Captain Robinson may have seemed cool, the fact is his deputies, Hardy and Elders, because they have no desire for justice and zero regard for your unalienable rights, escalated the situation by calling a Code 3 and being unwilling to hear about their own laws. Yes, Captain Robinson was friendly and immediately de-escalated the situation with his calm demeanor, but at the end of the day, the buck stops with him. He put these incompetent and dangerous deputies out on the street, and he's keeping them out on the street. And I think their records need to be reviewed. Like, how many innocent people have they arrested for no freaking reason? How many lives have been ruined because Elder and Hardy couldn't control their emotions? And Captain Robinson also made it sound like it was the cameraman's fault that so many resources were deployed in responding to this call. And let me just remind you, it was a call for a man exercising his rights. And then the captain says that Hardy made a good point. How is it a good point to respond to a call for a guy with a camera? And in the end, Deputy Hardy still doesn't get it and insists on blaming the cameraman for wasting resources.
See you on the next one.
I hope not.
Yeah.
Waste our resources.
Hey,
all
you
right?
don't have to Code 3 on a photographer, man. You know, photographers don't go postal.
Like I said, regardless, sir.
By the way, we didn't run Code 3, by the way.
He did.
I do.
I heard him coming up. Oh, I heard him. And
Like I
Elders she didn't know how to deal with me. She was ready to throw me off and be done with it. And
You know,
Like I said, my main issue is the resources. So regardless
Yeah.
what you're saying, but you are wasting resources. Basically, the deputy.
I'm not.
Yes, you are, sir. 'cause
The
you
manager
knew,
is.
So you knew basically
No,
what action you were going to get. You
no.
knew, like you say.
Okay, well, this manager hopefully learned a lesson today.
what we're going to do, this is what
Hopefully
we're going to
did.
do. I explain to you what we're going to do. We'll get together, we're going to square this away with everybody.
Yeah.
And we're going to do it in
I
a
can
way.
show you Poster 7.
I
It's
know,
open right
I know.
now.
Hear me. Just
Okay,
listen,
go ahead.
just hear
Go
me
ahead,
a second.
Captain.
Listen to me for a second. I understand what you know,
Okay.
but we want to make sure everybody knows
Right.
what you know.
That's right.
And what we're going to do is we're going to do it in a manner so we're not wasting 5 deputies.
Exactly.
That we're
Y'all got better things to do.
correct. So we want to do it. It's not a matter of doing things. It's a matter
Yeah.
of doing things in the right way. That's our goal. Okay.
I
That's all
tried
we
to
ask.
talk to her
Very
and
simple.
let her know, not to call 911. I was going to show her poster 7.
Now, Captain Robinson lets his mask slip a little bit by telling the cameraman that as he exercises his American rights, he instills fear in people with his camera. And I love it that Live BD calls out the hypocrisy of cops wearing cameras all the time.
And
You kind of scare people a little bit with that camera stuff. They don't know how
really?
to take
Well,
it. They
look
don't
at
know
your
how to
camera.
understand.
It's a little different coming from full
Yeah,
Mark
let's-
Oh,
let's-
is it?
let's- let's-
Hey,
let's-
this is America now.
It's a little different from full Mark uniform.
I'm not carrying guns around, and
It doesn't scare
We
us.
don't know who you are, sir.
Come on,
We have no
don't go
idea.
on.
We don't know who you are.
I'm not armed. I'm not a threat. So,
All right. Well, we're all leaving the property as well as you. So you
Yeah.
ready to have a good night?
all right. I'll
All right, buddy.
film y'all leaving, and then I'll be out of here.
Okay. Well, we can't leave until you leave. We're gonna go off and on the whole night.
I guess so. I hear you, Captain. Have a good rest of the day.
My goal is to catch people breaking into cars.
There you go. Yeah, get those guys.
Yep.
Get those guys.
And they still don't get it. I'll leave the link to Live BD in the description, and if you visit him, tell him Here's the Deal sent you. I'll also leave the link to the Richland County Sheriff's Department Facebook page if you want to leave a comment for them. If you like this video, maybe you'll enjoy some of my others. We've got man on the street videos, right to travel videos. If you want to become a headache to cops, you can memorize some key laws that they hate to be reminded of. I got videos for that too. There are 3 things cops really hate: a man with a camera, a man who knows his rights, and a man who knows the cops' laws better than they do. Put all 3 of those together, and you'll be a target for tyranny before the sun rises tomorrow. And you'll change the world. Check out the most popular playlist for videos you may have missed that have millions of views. Feel free to binge watch, and make sure you subscribe and hit the bell so you'll be notified when I upload new videos. I upload at least 1 video every single day. Like and share this video, grab a shirt, become a channel member, but more importantly, flex and assert your unalienable rights. And I'll see you in the next video.